Okay, hi all, good afternoon. So this is an ad hoc session today, and this is the question. Let me share. I hope you all have gone through the question. Okay. Anyway, I will explain you the question. So this is the question. Write a query. Is the font visible clearly? Is it fine now?
Yeah, fine.
Okay. So this is the question. You have to write a query to find the department where profit has increased month over month. Okay. So why I have given this question? Based on my experience working on different project, this is a very common scenario. Most of the stakeholders or the clients will ask you if you're working as a data analyst. Very common use case. Okay. So I have I have solved this using multiple ways, but I will show you from scratch one by one. And I know like we don't have sufficient time that I can show you all the ways, but I will give you a hint by what other ways you can solve this. Let me show you first of all the data. Sorry, I have a bad throat. So this is the data. I hope it is not getting Delhi, Chennai, Mumbai, Delhi, Chennai, Mumbai. Take care. Department month. Okay, fine. So this is the data. Let me show you this on an Excel sheet. Whenever you're trying to solve any SQL query, at least spend 10 to 15 seconds to try to understand what is the data. Okay. It helps you to understand the business significance of it. So here we have this shopping table. And we have 4 columns. Hope my voice is audible and the screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. So here we have the shopping table and these are the columns. So these columns are nothing but the department name, location, month, and profit. So it means here we are giving the details about each and every department. Let's say we have clothing, sports, appliances. I have taken just 3 departments, but you can correlate this with your Amazon app. If you will open Amazon app, you can see there will be many departments, right? Electronics, electrical, mobile, many other departments will be there, grocery, stationery, right? So I have taken just 3 departments, but you can correlate this question if you have many other departments, okay? And these are the locations, maybe like clothing in Delhi in the month of January, February, March, this was a profit. Clothing Mumbai, January, February, March, this was a profit. Now clothing Chennai, January, February, March, this is a profit. Similarly for sports, for different locations and different month, this is a profit. And this data which I'm showing you, this is a prototype of the my project data. I'm not showing the exact data, but this is very much similar to that. There, what happens, we used to have many departments, many locations, almost 15 to 20 cities of India. And this month will be like you'll be having January till December. Okay. So if you understand the logic, irrespective of the volume of data and the nature of data, you can write a query for that, right? So the main thing is you have to understand the strategy or the logic, how to solve this. So this is the data. I hope the data is clear to everyone. Okay. So here you have to find the department where the profit is increasing month over month. Hope the question is clear to everyone. Any questions so far? You all understood the question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So what we have to do first of all, in order to try to understand the strategy first. Okay, how to frame the query. So you have to find the department where the profit is increasing month over month. It means one thing is crystal clear here. If I'm considering each and every department, let's say department clothing and month January, February, March. So it means for clothing, I have to first of all derive the total profit for each and every month, January, February, March. Similarly, for sports, I have to first of all derive the total profit for each and every month, correct? Similarly, for appliances, I have to first of all derive the total profit for each and every month. This is the first task. Because once you have this data, the total profit for clothing in the month of Jan, Feb, March, similarly sports, Jan, Feb, March, then only you can compare okay, whether it is increasing or decreasing, right? That is the step two. So step one is you have to first of all derive the total profit for each and every department and the month combination. That is the first step. Then the second step is we will check whether it is increasing or decreasing या static है. Is the step one clear? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So for this, what you have to do, it's very simple query for the step one. What I will do here, I will try to derive select department name and month combination. And what you have to find total profit. So I will use sum function, sum of profit from shopping. And then, like if you're using any aggregate function, right? And you have the column. So, like we have to use group by because you have to create the unique buckets so that you can segregate and aggregate data based on this combination, right? So I will use group by this columns. So now if you will check the output, so you have this data. So for this query, I hope this query is clear to everyone. We all have discussed this in our SQL classes. I repeat, is this query clear to everyone how it is working, how it is deriving this value?
Yes, sir.
Okay, take care. So here we have derived the total profit. Now you could see here that we have total profit for appliances in the month of Feb 1250, appliances January 950, appliances March 1700. Similarly, you have for clothing and you have for sports. So step one is over. We have derived the total profit for each and every department and month combination. This task is over. Now the second task is to find it out whether the profit is increasing or decreasing या जो भी है. Okay. The question is to find the department where the profit is increasing. Okay, month over month. So it means appliances January it is 950, appliances Feb 1250, appliances March 1700. So do you think it is increasing?
Yes.
No.
Yes, it's increasing, no?
Sorry, yeah, it's increasing.
950, then 1700. 1 minute, let me customize it, sort it so that you can custom sort. Just a minute. Sort by department name, then month. Okay, now see. January appliances 950, February 1250. It has increased from January to February. February to March, it has increased.
Yes.
Yes. So the value, the profit keeps on increasing. So it means this department is performing well. It is good. The profit is increasing. Now coming to clothing, January to February, it is a static. So do you think it is good for a business if the profit is static?
No.
No. See, never. We think that if anything is static, chalo bhai, theek hai, okay, and no. If the profit is static, still the business stakeholders has to think that why the profit is not increasing, why it is static. That's also a concern. For a business, if the profit is increasing, then it is doing good. Okay. So here it is static. So you cannot tell that the profit is increasing, right? February to March, it is increasing. But still the question is why between January to February it has not increased? What is the reason? Because sometime what happens when you're doing analysis, you will be happy as a data analyst. Ki, theek hai, February to March it is increased. No, so it is fine. But still the question is why in the month of February it has not increased. The reason is maybe in the next financial year again in the month of February it can decrease further because maybe the month of February is that month where you have the transition in the weather or the season and many businesses are based on weather or the season, right? So that is why you have to understand, like, the customers, if maybe they're preferring a product in the month of February which you don't have in your inventory or a stock. Okay, when you work as a data scientist, okay, so these all scenarios matters there, because there you don't have to do only analysis, but you have to suggest to the business stakeholders that what is the reason why the profit is decreasing in a particular department, and you will project it based on those probability and statistics calculations, right? So this is the main difference between data analyst and data scientist, although I don't want to go into that in depth, but you should know all those things. Okay, so clothing, we cannot consider, like, the profit is increasing, so this will be rejected, right? Now, what about sports? January to February, it is increasing.
Yeah, January to
Yes,
February is increasing.
it's increasing. So that's a good news for the business, that the profit has increased. February to March,
No,
it has decreased. So
decrease.
again, this is a concern for the business, that why it has decreased from February to March, right? So net appliances is so this is also rejected. We don't want this as well, because here the profit has decreased, and your team will do analysis that why the clothing and sports, it is not increasing. Okay, I will give some other color to this so that you can segregate it. So these two are the concerns. So the stakeholders will do analysis why the profit is not increasing. Appliances is fine. The profit keeps on increasing, right? But this is what we have done, manual analysis. But when you're working in project, so you'll be having lots of data, lots of department, and the month will be like January till December. So it is not that much easy that you can do manual analysis. Okay. So now the question is how to write a query for it, so that to find the department where the profit is increasing month over month. First of all, is the question clear? Do you have any question here before I proceed with the solution of this?
No.
No? Okay. So this is how you have to think over a question. Okay. Now we will plan a strategy how to find whether the profit is increasing or not. Okay. Now listen very carefully. And if you have any question, you have to ask. Okay. So first of all, what I will do, uh, January, February, March, I have to compare their profit. So for this, I will create a row number function so that I can mark January as 1, February as 2, March as 3. Similarly for clothing, January as 1, February as 2, March as 3. So for this, what I will do, first of all, I will keep this in a CT expression. I hope you all are familiar with CT. Okay. So I will write here, select department name, month, and let me give the sum of profit as an alias. As total profit, or whatever name you want, you can give it to you. Okay. So now this is a total profit. Then I will use a row number function over. I hope you all know all these things. Row number, partition by department name, order by case when month equals January, then 1, else to end name as RN. I will explain this, don't worry. From CT1. But whatever I'm writing here, nothing is new for you. I have explained each and everything in the class. Name, department name, month, total profit, row number, rotation, department. This is month, no? Okay. Okay, now check the data here. Appliances, January, February, March, 1, 2, 3. Clothing, January, February, March, row number is 1, 2, 3. Sports, January, February, March, row number is 1, 2, 3. You might be thinking, hey, Tanvir, why you are deriving this? I will answer it, why I'm deriving this. But before that, let's try to understand how this query is getting executed. I do agree many of you would have understood it, but let me explain this again. So very simple one. Here I'm trying to, like this query I have saved in this CT1. Okay? The total profit based on the department and month combination, I have saved this in CT1. Okay. Now here, this is what you have to understand. Row number. I hope you all know what is row number. It will keep on generating the values, right? Over partition by department name. It means, first of all, I'm creating partition for each and every department. So engine will create one partition for appliances. Okay. And then one partition for clothing. This is how the window function works, right? One partition for clothing and then one partition for sports. You have those three partitions. Then you have written order by. Now, you all have studied that we can use case in order by. So what I'm trying to do here, I'm using case in order by, and I want to show you, okay, yes, it is possible if you're using window function. Within window function as well, if you're using order by, you can use case statement. So in this case statement, what I'm trying to do, I'm telling SQL engine that keep January in bucket one. If you remember, we have discussed this during our class, right? So I'm keeping January in bucket number one. Let me give another color. So January will be in bucket number one. Else two, it means remaining month. February and March will be in bucket number two. So in bucket number one, we'll be having January. Okay. And then in bucket number two, you'll be having Feb or March and Feb, anything, any combination. So after this, what we are trying to do? Anyone?
Comma month.
End. We have written end.
Yes.
After end and before comma, I have not written ascending or descending. So by default, this is in which format?
Ascending.
Ascending. So what you have to sort in ascending order here? Buckets. So bucket number one will be on top, and then you will get bucket number two after this, right? And then we have written comma month. It means within this bucket, sort it in ascending order. So you will get January, February, and March. So that is why it is sorted January, February, March, January, February, March, January, February, March. We have a ready-made function as well in date function. You can do with that as well. Okay, but here the main intention is, you see, I always resist from using the ready-made functions, because when you use ready-made functions, you don't use the logics. So my intention here is to show you that if you're using window function within window function as well, you can use this case statement. Okay, in order by. That is the main thing I want to highlight here. Okay. And now you see for each and every department, you have January, February, March. The row number is 1, 2, 3. For clothing, January, February, March, row number is 1, 2, 3. For sports, January, February, March, row number is 1, 2, 3. It means for each and every department, based on the month in ascending order, I have generated 1, 2, 3. Why I have generated this, I will answer it in the next case. But is this clear so far to everyone? Is this
Yes,
point
sir.
clear? Okay,
Yes.
fine. Now, after this, what I will do, I will derive dense rank. I will tell you why I want to derive dense rank. Over, similarly, I will write here partition by department name, order by total profit. I will give this alias as drnk. Now let me execute this. Now you have to understand this one, this query. Now this is the data. Now if you'll see here, again, here for each and every department. So here you have appliances. This is one partition. Clothing. Another partition. Sports. It's another partition. Till here, till row number, I have explained you how this is generated. Coming to dense rank, I hope you all know dense rank, partition by department name. So it has in partition by department name, order by total profit. So it means I want it to be ordered by total profit in the ascending order. So you could see like that. It is in ascending order: 950, 1250, 1700, 900, 900, 1050, 900, 900, 1050. Clothing and sports, they both are same. Okay. But the months are different if you'll see here. So now this is 1, 2, 3. I hope you all know how the dense rank works. So it is 1, then this is 2, then this is 3. For this, like this 2 has the same value, so the dense rank is 1. Then here the dense rank is 2. This 2 has the same value, so dense rank is 1. And for this, the dense rank is 2. Now, see, try to understand this too. If you understand this too, you can understand how to solve this question. So, if you consider the appliances for January, February, March, this is 1, 2, 3. So it means 1 is January, 2 is February, 3 is March. Here, if you see the dense rank, it is 1, it is 2, it is 3. It means the profit is increasing if it is 1 to 3. But if you see this example of clothing, this row number is 1 to 3. It means this is January, this is February, this is March. And here it is 1, 1, 2. It means if this is increasing and this is also increasing, it means the profit is increasing, right? Are you understanding this? Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
Similarly, you check here. This is 1, this is 1. So after 1, you have February 2. It is also 2. But for March 3, it is 1. It means it is not increasing. Here this is static and here it is not increasing. But in the case of appliances, if you will check, if this month is increasing, the profit is also increasing. But this format you cannot find for clothing or for sports. Is this point clear? Yes or no? This is
Yes.
math.
Yes.
This is a little bit mathematics here. What I'm trying
Hello,
to do.
hello,
Yeah, tell me.
sir.
Yes,
Sir, in the
yes, Satyaki.
department column sports, the month is not sorted. Jan, March, and Feb.
Which
Sports.
sports? It is Jan, March, and Feb you're telling, right?
Yes, sir.
Uh,
So
the
after
the re
January, February, yes, sir.
the reason is because it is considering the dense rank. In the dense rank, I have mentioned an order by total profit. So if you will see
Okay.
here, it is getting sorted based on the profit. But
Okay.
again, I'm repeating, this sorting, this sorting is nowhere related to whether you are using order by in row number or order by in dense rank. This sorting of data depends on the overall order by, which you will use at the last. You see, if I will write here order by, suppose I will write order by month. Now, when I will execute this, no, you will see everything will be shuffled. Now, see, everything is shuffled, no? Right? Because
Yes.
this order, this sorting of data works based on the column which you are using order by. It is not based on this order by or this order by which you are using in window function. This order by means you are telling कि while assigning the row number, please follow this order. While assigning the dense rank, please follow this order. So still if you will see the order row number will be same. The dense rank will be same. If you want to check, you check it. See, let's see clothing, January. Clothing, January. Row number is 1, no? Right? Clothing, Feb. Row number is 2. Clothing, March. Row number is 3. Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this final sorting of data, it totally depends on this final order by which you will use. You cannot claim here, K Tanvir, here it is order by case when month Jan, then one else too. So if you will follow this, then all the Jan should be on top, then Feb, then March. But it's not happening, right? So the final sorting, it depends on the final order by which you are using here. Is this point clear?
Yes, sir. Sir, I faced this kind of question. The difference between that partition order by and the end of order by. I faced this
Difference
kind
है.
of question. Yes,
This
sir.
order by is responsible for generating or assigning row number. Based on this order by, you cannot claim, you cannot tell, hey Tanvir, you have written here order by case when month is equal to Jan, then 1. So Jan should be on top. I agree, but this is just for generating the row number, sir. This is not for sorting this data. The sorting of this data purely depends on the final order by which you will use. You see, final order by I have written month in ascending. So you have first of all a February because it starts with F, then January, J, then March, right? Now, if I will write here instead of this, if I write total profit, so now see, the sorting will be based on the total profit in ascending order. Is it based on the total profit in ascending order?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
But the dense rank will still be same. Row number will still be same. If you want, you can check it. Let's check for appliances. Appliances January. Row number is still 1. Appliances Feb. Row number is 2. Appliances March. Row number is 3. So row number, dense rank, rank, or any window function. This order by is for their own purpose to generate that rank, dense rank, your row number. They are not responsible for finally sorting the data. Finally sorting the data depends on this order by which you're using here. So is the difference between this order by and this order by clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
ये clear है सबको? For everyone, is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So I will remove this order by because this is not required in this question, but I hope you understood the meaning of this. So now I will execute this again. And now here, yaar, ye wala means the flow is clear कि this, if this is increasing, this also has to increase. And if they both are increasing, it means the profit is increasing. ये point clear है?
हाँ, sir.
Yes,
Clear.
sir.
Yes,
Clear
sir.
है ना? It has many scenarios. I'm not sure if I have that much time or if you have time that I can share with you. Okay, but whatever possible, we'll discuss it today. So this is a pure mathematics here. That is why I always tell if anyone is interested in, really interested, okay, to excel. I'm not telling to survive. If you're really interested to excel in data analysis or data science, please make your math strong. Okay, so work on your mathematics skill. At least you should know algebra, a little bit calculus, statistics, probability. This all will help you. And don't tell me now कि तनवीर मेरे project में तो इसकी जरूरत नहीं है. यार, maybe right now it is not required, but maybe down the line if you will switch to any other company, there might be this will be required, right? So why to take risk? So that's why keep on enriching your skills. Work on those skills as well. Okay, anyway. So this part is clear. So here you see for the appliances department, the row number 1, 2, 3, if it is increasing, so this dense rank is also increasing, and this dense rank is nothing but it is getting generated based on the total profit in ascending order. Okay, but here you see for clothing, 1 means January, 2 means February, 3 means March. Now check the dense rank. 900 dense rank is 1. 900 dense rank is 1. It means if you will analyze this scenario, analyze this, from this what you understood, month is increasing, but the profit is static. So do you need this department? No. Got it? Now, for sports, it is January. This is February. So January it is 1, that is fine. February it is 2. So till February it is fine, it is increasing. Okay, now check the March. It is 3, but this is 1. So it means from 2 to it is 1, it has decreased. So do you think the profit is increasing here?
No.
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 It means we have to filter out those department where if this is increasing, this is also increasing. Is this point clear? Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
now what I will do, now I will keep this in another city. Now please don't ask me question, कि Tanveer, can we minimize the city? Can we solve this within 1 city or 2 city? I will come to that point. But first of all, let me explain you in a very simple way and layman term. Now what I will do, I will keep this in another city. So this entire thing I'm keeping in another city. And here what I will do now, I will write select department name, comma month, comma total profit. And this RN is there and dense rank is there. Now here I will use a case statement. Case when RN equals DRNK, then true, or let's keep it then pass, else fail. And I will give this name as testing from CT2. Now, why I'm doing this? Now, this is the query. Now, try to understand what I'm doing here. In this query, I'm just creating a case statement, right? If you will compare this query and with this query, the only difference is here I have this case statement, right? And in this case statement, I'm telling SQL engine to check whether Rn is equal to drnk. If they are same, mark it as pass, else it will be fail. So check for appliances, whether it is pass. For appliances, everywhere Rn is equal to drnk. Rn is equal to drnk, it means it is pass. But if you check for clothing, so do you think it is pass everywhere?
No.
1 equals 1,
Yes,
pass.
sir.
2 equals 1, this is fail. Okay. Now, if you'll check for a sports, so do you think it is pass everywhere? No, right?
No.
It is pass, but this is fail. So if anywhere, even for a single record, it is fail, it means the profit is not increasing. Is this point clear?
Sir.
Okay. So now after this, what I will do, again, I will keep this in a CT3 as. Now from this, I will write select department name from CT3 where testing equals fail. Now this will give me what all departments? The departments where the profit is not increasing. So clothing and sports are the departments. See, this clothing and sports are the department where the profit is not increasing month over month. So if in your interview, the interviewer is asking that, okay, fetch me the department where the profit is not increasing. So you have to write this, and this clothing and sports are the departments where the profit is not increasing month over month. Now, can you tell me why you're getting two clothing department here? Because this two records has failed and this is related to clothing. If you want to show the unique one only, you can write distinct here. And now this will give you the department where the profit is not increasing month over month. But now the question is, Tanvir, we have to find the department where the profit is increasing, right? Then what you have to do, you can use minus operator, not in operator, anything. Maybe you can write select department name from Amazon, shopping, minus this one. So department name from shopping will give you all the departments, sports, clothing, and all those things. If you'll minus it, it means you don't want the one which has failed. So now check the output. You got the appliances. Now, do you think this distinct is required? It is not required because the minus has inbuilt distinct functionality. So remove it from here. Now execute this query. Now this is the output. You have derived the department where the profit is increasing. And if in the question they're asking to derive the department where the profit is not increasing month over month, then you can write testing equals fail alone. You remove this part. Hope this is clear.
Yes, sir.
Hope you all understood, right? And this is after this, there is one more shortcut I want to explain here. So this was the solution one. But do you have any questions so far, anyone?
Sir, actually, I was able to solve using this approach,
Hmm.
but I was finding it difficult, means I was not able to understand how joins is working under the CT.
Joins and working on C. I have not used any joins here.
Then not this approach, sir.
Uh-huh.
The query which I just messaged in the group.
Which I have not seen. Actually, if you will use, you can use using joins as well. I think you have used self join.
Yeah, self join and
Okay.
with three table.
Okay, do one thing. Ritwij, can you post the query here in the Zoom chat?
Yeah,
I will
yes,
look
sir.
into it right now. Okay.
I did
Meanwhile,
it. Yeah.
sure, please share. Meanwhile, I will share with you one more solution. Okay, listen to this. See, in this query, now try to understand. In this query, how many city we have used? CT1, CT2, CT3. So is there any limitation on the number of city in a query?
नहीं sir.
कोई limitation नहीं है, no
No.
limitation, right? Now, in this CT, I'm using aggregate function. So many of you have this misconception that aggregate joins are not allowed in CT. It is allowed, sir. You can use anything within a CT that is allowed. Okay. Only union all you don't have to use. That will become recursive CT. Okay. Now, I'm using window function in this CT2. And one more point. Within this CT2, which table I'm calling?
CT1.
CT1, very important point again. It is allowed that in another CT you can call the previous CT. So in CT2, if you will see, I'm not using any table, but I'm using the CT1 which we have defined earlier. Now CT3, just a minute. CT3, which table I'm using? CT2.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is purely allowed. You can use another city within the means you can use the previously defined city in another city. But if you're using CT1 and within this, if you are calling CT1, that is not allowed. That will become a recursive city. That's a different topic of discussion. Then I'm using set operator here minus, right? So this is also allowed in CT. Okay, then you see I have used case. That is why I have given this question, and this was in the data analyst workshop as well. Not exactly same, but similar question I have given in the data analyst workshop as well. Please ask question. What here? Someone is asking question.
Sir, can we call CT3 under CT2?
CT नहीं वैसा कैसे कर सकते हो? That is not allowed, no. CT3 you cannot call under CT2. It works on the successive manner or top to bottom approach.
Okay.
CT1 you can call in CT2, but CT2 you cannot call in CT1. That is not allowed. Reverse gear is not allowed here. Okay. Fine. Now let me show you solution 2. Okay. Now what I will do in solution 2, it will be exactly same, a little modification. And again, from that, I want to teach you a new concept. See, this was CT1, right? In CT1, what I have done, it's very simple. I have just derived the total profit based on the combination of month and department and month, right? CT1, what we have done, we have derived the total profit based on the department and month combination, right? Then in CT2 here, what I have done, in CT2, I have derived the rank and row number. If you see CT2, what I'm doing here, I'm deriving this row number, then I'm deriving this rank. That's all I have done in CT2. So what I am planning actually, I'm trying to merge this CT2 and CT1. I want to merge this. I'm thinking here, okay, this task which I have done here, row number, partition by and all those things, and here dense rank, which I'm deriving based on the total profit. So I'm trying to do this same, this two tasks in the CT1 itself, here itself. Are you understanding? I'm thinking, okay, for this row number and dense rank derivation, I'm creating a CT2. So is it possible that I can derive this row number and dense rank in CT1 itself? That is what I'm thinking. So let's check it. So I have written here order by total profit. So this total profit is an alias, so that you cannot use directly here. So instead of this, I'm writing here sum of profit. Okay. And then this is the query. Now let me execute this query alone. Are you getting the same value? You have the row number, you have the dense rank. So now do you think this CT2 is required? Iski zarurat hai? This is not required.
No.
in the CT1 itself, you have derived sum of profit, you have derived the row number, you have derived the tens rank. These all tasks, the 3 tasks you have completed in the CT1. And if you want to check the output, you can check it. It is correct. CT1 is giving you the total profit, it is giving you row number, it is giving you tens rank as well, everything. What is the learning from this? I have covered this in the previous ad-hoc session as well, that if you are using window function, so in order by, you see what I have written here, direct aggregate function, मैंने sum of profit direct यहाँ पर use किया, right? So it is allowed. Many of you have this misconception कि order by में we cannot use the aggregate function. No, I have covered this in the previous ad hoc session as well. I'm repeating it. It is allowed, ladies and gentlemen. You can directly use the aggregate function in order by. It is allowed. Okay, so by this you can reduce one CT, and after that you have to follow the, from CT3 you have to follow the same step. Is this point clear? Any questions so far? You all understood?
सर अगर सर ऑर्डर में के अंदर में सम नहीं यूज करता तो एरर देगा ना, क्योंकि वी डू लाइक ग्रुप बाय एंड पार्टीशन वी कैन नॉट.
Can you repeat your question? What you're telling? Order by में?
अगर हम लोग से सम कीवर्ड का नहीं यूज करते तो एरर देगा ना, एरर, क्योंकि सर
Sum
ग्रुप बाय
keyword,
एंड
sum
हाँ हाँ
keyword
हाँ
कहाँ पर यूज नहीं करोगे? यहाँ पर यूज नहीं
हाँ
करने
हाँ
के
हाँ
लिए
सर,
बोल रहे हो?
यहाँ पर सर, हाँ हाँ हाँ
यार
सर, यहाँ
देखो,
पर सर.
ये तो इसका, this is the basic rule कि if you are using sum of profit, okay,
ओके.
so you are using based on this combination of department name and month, right? So for
हाँ
this you have to create unique buckets on this combination, no? So that is why to create the unique combination on this buckets, unique buckets for this combination, group by आपको चाहिए. If you
हाँ
will
हाँ
not write group by, of course this will throw error message because how it will create the buckets, right?
ओके ओके.
Now check this. You are getting error message. It is searching for the buckets. Where are the buckets, right? So that is why group by तो mandatory है. Clear हुआ?
हाँ.
ठीक है. Any other question? Okay, hope you all understood this. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now Ritvij has shared one more query. So this is the solution 2. Okay, so Ritvij, what you are trying to do, you have derived department name, month, sum of profit. Step 1 तो same है Ritvij, है ना?
Yes, sir.
Step 1 is exactly same what we have done. ठीक है? Step 2 में क्या कर रहे हो आप? CT2, you are joining CT1A with CT1B, self join लगाया. A dot department name equals B dot department name. A dot month equals Jan. B dot month equals Feb. फिर ये डिपार्टमेंट सी कर रहे हो मार्च, ठीक है, select a star from CT2. ठीक है, see here from this what you are trying to do, you are just deriving those values column ambiguously. हाँ देखो, जब एक, okay, listen one thing, someone has asked this question in alumni group, okay, you were getting this, okay, why this is throwing this column ambiguously defined. Actually what happens, this A dot department name and B dot department name, okay, so they are the same column, no? So when you are calling this outside of this city, so engine will get confused because it will consider कि ये दोनों same है. So for that you have to use some alias like as department name from table A, or या जो भी, means whatever alias you want, you have to keep it here. Okay. And then similarly you have to keep some alias here like underscore B. Then it will not be confused. Similarly, you have to do for department name, you have to do for month, you have to do for total profit. Profit में तो ठीक है, but you have to do for department name and month. Okay. But इसको simplify करके मैं यहाँ पर चलाता हूँ इस which. Okay. This is not required. This is not required. Clothing January 900, clothing February 900, clothing March 50. हाँ सही है. What is the problem? After that you compare it. Okay. So this
Oh.
department name you have derived. No, now this department name B is not required. तो इसको delete कर देते हैं. Okay. ठीक है. Department name C is also not required because you already have used the department name there. इसको भी delete करते हैं. Now check. Now you have this department January, February, March. January का 900, February का ये, March का ये. So after that, you apply a filter condition here because this is the alias, no? Or you can directly write here where आपको क्या चाहिए? This March profit should be greater than February. February should be greater than January. So March profit is C dot total profit. So you write here C dot total profit should be greater than B dot total profit, है ना? And then क्या हो गया? एक मिनट. And then you write and B dot total profit should be greater than A dot total profit. Now this will give you aptly answers. Got it?
Yeah. Actually, sir,
This is also
one
correct.
question.
Hmm.
Yeah. We can't keep two column name with the same name in a
Hmm.
single table, right? That's why we are keeping aliases in.
Correct. That's why you have to use alias and you have to means you see within this query you can call it. Okay, but if you were using it in some other CT, then it will throw error message. See
Yeah.
what I'm telling. Okay, now if you will keep in a CT, let's keep it in a CT2. Okay. So this query I will keep in a CT2. Now I'm calling CT2. Select a star from CT2. It is throwing error message, no? Because for this CT2, it is getting confused with this month. K month, A dot month and B dot month. It is treating them as same. If you will give some alias for this month, suppose this is month from table A, kuch bhi, then there will be no confusion. So this A dot month, this B dot month, this C dot month, they have the same name, no? So engine is getting confused.
Okay.
Is this clear? Making sense?
Yes. Sir. Yes.
And the negative, the limitation of this query is, suppose now you have January, February till December. So how many self-join you will apply? 12 times. It will become very hectic. Are you understanding?
Yes.
Take care. Then you can solve this question using lead and lag function as well. But again, there, if you have January till December, then it will become very hectic. Okay. Fine, then I will stop here. Hope you everyone has understood this. Do you have any other question? Any doubt? Anyone?
Suppose, sir, if we have like January to December and we have to find profit is increased month. So how we will use the
Then
means
what you
in
have
the
to
order
do?
by yes.
Then what you have to do here in this query, what I have written, order by case when month January. One thing is you can customize it here. It will not be that much tedious. Okay, you can check January, February and all those things. A little bit you have to check here that you can do. Just you have to control it here in the order by. Second thing is we have a ready-made function as well, which can generate numbers for January, February, March month and all those things. I think I have covered that in the date function extract or one more to underscore char is there. Okay, I will share that solution with you. So that also you can use here. Okay, but those are the ready-made functions. You should, from this, I want to make you understand that yes, it is allowed. You can use case in order by within a window function. But if you have January to December and if you're using self-join, it will become a little bit hectic because you have to use 12 times this self-join, right? Hope it is clear.
Yes.
Fine then. Any other question, anyone? No? Fine. Thanks a lot, everyone. So if you have any other question, you can post in the alumni group. We'll discuss next time. Thank you. Take care. Bye.